Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we explore how neck pours might have been the crack in the foundation that caused problems for bourbon. My name is Justine Mays. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guest, Tim Swyatt.
Hey gang, what's up?
Hello, everyone.
Hello. A little short staff tonight, so we had 2 dial-ins. You had Lenny and then Matt Monica. After Linda Monica had dialed in. So yeah, it was actually the initial lineup was Linda, and then Matt was like, she can't make it. I'll fill in. And then he just this afternoon was like, I'm not gonna be able to make it. Okay, all right. So
well, the breeze is pretty heavy out there, Steve, near St. Louis today. Is he out there flying kites?
Yeah, that's probably what they're doing. They're flying some kites right now. So yes, probably on Jeffco Boulevard. They do it after hours at the shop. They go up there and be like, look at this. Look how nice this is. So yeah,
that's how it goes.
Yeah. So, but we're talking about neck pours and how that might have been the start of the problems with bourbon. The fact that when we get so bored, or we want to show how smart we are, because we talk about this idea of a neck pour is bad. It's just crazy to me. I don't even understand that. I don't know what people think. Why the neck pour is a thing. I don't understand why they're like, you should just pour that out, and then it's the same goddamn whiskey. That's and if there was something to that, I don't understand it. I think they saw that video. You ever see the guy who swirls it around in the glass? I think they saw that and then just kind of ran with that. They're like, that's he was probably pouring out the neck pour. I don't think
you
so.
Put it up to your nose and you hold it.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, have we met before? Oh, how are you today?
Yeah, that guy. I think he kind of led to the whole neck pour thing, and then, it started a trend. That has kind of died out for the most part, though you do still hear it from time to time. But we'll talk about that, because I think it was the precursor to issues in bourbon. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Tim said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
Yes, so back to school is going on right now in the Swyatt Chateau. Yeah. And it got me thinking of a couple things. We'll have a couple small talks on this, but this one really got me going. Is you look at all these kids that are in high school that think they're in their prime, they're going to they think they're going to the finals, they think they're going to the NBA, this, that, and the other. When it's really not. They're really topping out. Right. So I was curious to hear if anybody had any real topping out of their most mundane sports achievements that they have. And it could be from anything. Anything. It could be a hook shot off of your coworker's head into a garbage can. It could be your peak sports ability. Any sports moments that you have? Because I have one that comes to mind.
I've got 2. I've got one that's a non-sanctioned thing in gym class. And it was with all grades. So it was this gym class I was in, it was all grades. So including seniors, people much older. I was a freshman, and people much older than me in that. We would play flag football. and I scored 7 touchdowns in one game. That was pretty exciting.
Oh,
that was not bad.
That's pretty good.
As a freshman, yeah. And the seniors were getting pretty pissed at one point, so they were actually like hitting me and stuff like that. But I still was able to get loose and score some touchdowns, so 7 of them. So that was kind of a highlight. My other highlight in the sanction game goes back to 7th grade. So in 7th grade, well, it might have been in 8th grade, because in 8th grade, I got moved. I went to Oakville Junior High. This was when they had junior highs, not middle schools. It was junior high. So I go to Oakville Junior High, but then they redistrict, and I end up at another junior high in the thing. So and I was a basketball player, and when I got in this new school, it was totally different people and stuff like that. I wasn't the team that I was playing on, and I end up getting on this terrible basketball team, and we lost a game. 85-3. The full court press. Obviously, we were well overmatched. 85-3. But my athletic highlight is I scored one of the 3 points. I made a free throw, so I accounted for
the scorebook.
I accounted for 33% of our offense in that game.
That's impressive.
That's not bad. That's not bad, buddy.
That is not bad at all. That's something to write home about. Well, I'm just trying to think, like, if you were a freshman scoring 7 TDs at a flag football and gym class, that at least has to get you a week of not getting de-pantsed while standing in the lunch line or something like that.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah.
I got some respect from the older guys after that too. So that was kind of, when you're a freshman and you got senior friends, that was kind of cool. So that was a big moment for me. So yeah.
You know how it feels like when you're finally invited in like that.
Yes.
Versus being on the outside. That's a big feeling.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 7 TDs, Justine. You should have known me then. Whoa. Oh. I mean, yeah, walking down the hallway. There he is.
Big man on campus. Look at the man.
7 TDs. Yeah, so that was pretty exciting. So, Justine, what was your highest sports accomplishment? I've set a pretty low bar, I might add, but go ahead.
I didn't play sports in high school past my freshman year.
Okay. Well, what was the highlight of the freshman year sport?
I don't remember that far back.
What sport was this?
In my freshman year, I played basketball and I ran track.
Okay.
But I can tell you my most prized, best thing that I did as an adult was I used to run. I'm not like a fast runner. I'm like a run walker. Like I'll run a mile, walk a little bit, run a little bit. Yeah. So I have done five half marathons.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I didn't plan it out very well one year. And I ran the Detroit International Half Marathon. And then the following weekend, I ran the Urban Bourbon Half Marathon in Louisville.
Okay.
And I PR'd in Louisville. I did it in 2 hours and 42 minutes.
Okay.
And
what does PR mean for those of us that
personal record?
Personal record. Okay.
And I, to this day, think that I PR'd there because there was bourbon waiting at the finish line.
Okay. Yeah,
I thought you were going to say you had the enchilada platter the night before and you made a mistake, and I thought that's where you were going. I always laugh at, I laugh and I cry at the marathon and all the longer distance runners. Because number one, it's a tremendous achievement.
Sure.
And if you go back into history, I believe the Greek army ran the 26.5 miles to go fight to the death as well. So it's like you're running to die. And I just get a kick out of that. The hypocrisy, it's much more of the irony of the marathon runners. But it is a tremendous achievement, even a half marathon, because I can barely run down the street to catch the ice cream truck.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of felt like I could have died after a couple of the very first one I ever did was my friend Krista texted me and like, hey, I'm doing this half marathon. You want to do it with me? Yeah, sure. Whatever. Didn't run a lick. Like I signed up the week before the race.
Yeah.
And
signed up and showed up.
So yeah, I signed up and showed up. Mind you, she has been like training this whole time. And I'm just like, oh, how hard can
Just
it be?
stroll in.
Yeah. So,
When's the
I mean,
thing?
I finished it. And I tell you what, man, I came home and I woke up at like 3:00 in the morning. And I swear to God, I could have ate a whole cow. I was just like, I was so freaking hungry. Because I had burned so many calories.
Were you sore?
Not then, but like the next day and the day after that. Yeah.
People's toes curling, their feet cramp up, and they're running on like stumps. They're like, I've got 5 miles left. I can do this. Waiting for their toes to uncurl. Oh, it's so awful.
Yeah.
That is a hell of an achievement.
It is. It really is. How about you, Tim?
Nice. Well, I have a couple. So I peaked in basketball in 8th grade.
Okay.
I got no playing time. Now, keep in mind, this is the school. I went to a small Catholic grade school. So we're, K through 8. The whole shebang team's been together this whole time. I'm horrible at basketball. I finally get put in as I'm playing defense on the one guy, point guard, dribbling the ball. For some reason, I get lucky enough to get this guy, or he's lucky enough to get me. I steal the basketball. I go for the fast break, and I absolutely blow through this kid with this little dipsy-do circle move, lay up underneath the thing, and it goes in. And the only reason why I didn't get called for the charge, and this guy got called for the block, is that I was good friends with the official. I would be volunteering and working the games, doing the scoreboard all the time. And me with my OCD and ADHD, basketball's right up my alley. I do a lot of coaching, a lot of things, but I would run the scoreboard as well as the scorebook at the same time in like 6th grade, 7th grade, and be there for like 5-6 games a day. And people are like, how do you do both of these? This kid's a genius. No, I'm just an idiot that is perfectly stimulated with doing all of this stuff at the same time. It's perfect. that was like the peak there in 8th grade. But I will say my most highlight mundane sports achievement is I think it was little Johnny or Chris or something like that. Some kid. We had a little rival. My brother and I had a little rivalry in the neighborhood growing up, and this is probably 4th grade. It's got to be 5th grade, 6th grade. And these kids are like giving us the finger across the street, blah 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 blah, blah doing all this stuff. Well, I picked up a little crab apple, launched it across the street, hit this little kid right in the nuts. And I'm like, from there, I dropped him with a little crab apple. Like, I'm gonna kill my mom.
Dropped him with the crab from across the street.
Across the street, I picked like this kid and probably got both of them because we're
okay.
I absolutely just laid this kid out with a crab apple from across the street. And we're talking a pretty good neighborhood-sized street here, so it's not like a one-lane road. There's 2 lanes there with a little room to get around the bikers that are walking, driving around, this, that, and the other. And about 2 driveways away. So I heaved this thing, caught this kid. I was aiming for his head, hit him right in the nuts, and dropped him. They didn't bother with us anymore because they knew about my pinpoint accuracy. But I was quite a baseball player. Had no heat. I was a pitcher, but I had great location. Now I know why.
Yeah. Nuts with the crab apple. My parents had a crab apple tree, and the biggest incident we had with that, there'd always be crab apple fights and stuff like that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But one time I was leaving, and my mom was cutting the grass, something that she loves to do to this day. She won't let anybody else cut her grass. It's just she's too controlling, even though she shouldn't be cutting the grass. It's a whole thing. But anyway, she cuts her grass, and I'm leaving. I'm going out, and see my mom. She's cutting the grass, and she turns, and her back's that way, and she's underneath the crab apple tree, and then I see this little kid coming down. He's learning how to ride a bike, and he's kind of out of control. And just as she turns the corner, so your ass kind of sticks out a little bit as you turn the corner, he hit her ass, and he just flew off the bike, and the bike just kept going for like half a block. The bike was actually riding better once he was off of it. And my mom turns around. She looks at me. Initially, she thought I threw a crab apple at her, is what she would tell me later. But she took a kid off his bike. I'm like, no, turn. I'm pointing, turn around. You took that little, he's like 6 years old or something. Took him right off his bike. She didn't even know it.
Kid got to learn.
Her ass just took him right off there. Yeah.
Right off. She's like, hey, don't get in the way of her mowing the lawn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, her lawn time's her time. So, yeah.
Love it.
That's a whole thing. So there you go.
Love it.
All right. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Justine. What do you got there?
So I have a brand new bottle of Smooth Ambler.
Okay.
Contradiction that I got as a gift.
Okay.
Kit. get it open.
Oh!
Wow.
That was a fight, but she got it, and it was quite good. I've got
That was a struggle out there.
Russell's Reserve here. Not expecting much, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think. I don't think anybody's going to beat that. Nothing. All right, Tim, you're last but not least. What do you got there, man?
I, like Justine, I'm going to risk a neck pour here. This is with a little distillery who was just voted as a 2025 our flagship whiskey all-star. It's Far North Spirits.
Okay.
They're
Nice.
Rocknar bottled and bond single varietal straight rye whiskey at 4 years old. Slide on the set.
Nothing.
Are you serious? Oh, unbelievable. All right.
No, there was nothing there.
There was nothing there. Did you?
I believe you.
Noise.
I believe you.
Did you hear it on your?
No matter what my equipment is or settings or anything, I am destined not to be heard.
Cheers to Justine.
Cheers, everyone.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about neck pours. We've got 2 people drinking neck pours right now. We'll talk to them about after the break. And neck pours in general. Was this the start of bourbon's issues? We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
This is Freddie Mills, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back. Today on the show, we're talking about neck pours.
Yes, we are. So neck pours, being that first pour, literally in a new bottle right out of the neck. There's people say that it's terrible and it should just be disposed of. It's not salvageable. You know, you're crazy to drink it. You guys are both drinking neck pours. What do you think? Is it rancid?
No.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. I have to drink some more to find out for sure.
Wait, and if it's as bad as they say it was, wouldn't it just make sense that the rest of the whiskey in that bottle is also that terrible? I mean, but no, that's just the neck.
It's not like it's coming off the still and there's heads and hearts and tails. Like, right. They already did all that. Like,
right. I don't understand it.
Steve, so pre-show, Steve showed us the cure for the neck pour, if anybody's worried about this. So you take your bottle, and then you just turn it on its side,
Right.
or close upside down, and you turn it back up. That's how you flush out your neck pores. Make
Right.
sure you don't have a bad experience right at the bat. So
yeah, that was the big thing. It's like I got the resolution of this. Just turn it over and turn it upright. Boom.
Yes.
Anything that was in the neck is. Yeah, it's moved around. So,
well, Steve, there is some science to this because there is more oxygen closer to that layer of whiskey than the first part of the neck because of the gap between the cork and the whiskey. So that oxidation that's happening inside the bottle there in a properly sealed bottle, it can't.
No.
It's a bunch of horse shit.
It is.
Neck pores can go the way of neck beards, as well as man buns too. So.
Right.
It's just, if you open your bottle and let it pop the cork and let it sit there for a minute.
Right.
Let it air out. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're not going to die. You're not going to go blind from the neck pore.
From the neck pore. This is what I thought. I was like, this is so dumb. This is where we're at now, where we have to come up with different things so we can seem relevant and cool and different and like we're super knowledgeable. And that's what someone came up with. And a bunch of people ran with that. And then shortly thereafter, we started having issues in the bourbon industry. So I think it started the downfall.
That was the slippery. That's the slip that finally gets you going, and you start falling downhill a little bit. Right. You can't stop it. Yeah. I have had in a tasting, somebody asked me as I was pouring samples, I can't have the one that was the neck pour. Can you give me the third sample you poured, please? I almost did. I had a straight face. Said, sure, of course. And I'm like, how do
you should have charged them double for their tasting.
Right. I would love to
acknowledge it.
I would love to see one of these geniuses in a blind tasting of 4 whiskeys pick out which one's the neck pour. They couldn't do it. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah. It's stupid. But I think that was the beginning of issues. And Tim, you were talking before the thing. It's just hubris, right? It's just people that want to seem like they're an expert about something, right?
People just want to seem different, that they know more than the other, and that's unfortunately, call it the secondary market, all the stuff, everybody the chasing for all this stuff and everything. And I only drink this one brand because they're and it's very entertaining now that with age statements coming back, and it's ironically age statements we're being told matter again by the marketing teams. We've been told for 6-7 years that age statements don't matter.
Yeah.
I just find it very interesting how a lot of people are led by the marketing teams. God, how good they are at influencing, and they get armies behind them to do this and pay them. And it's like, man, I'm not that cheap to give them some bullshit messages, but I do have integrity. So you know where to find me. But no, I'm not getting those calls because I just won't do it. It's just stupid.
I will say this, and this is good for Justine. I that's a dude thing. This again, if it's women, I would call out women. I've never heard one woman say, "Don't get the neck pour." This is a stupid bourbon guy thing. I'm a big bourbon guy, and I don't drink neck pours. This is this dude mentality, and I've never had a woman talk about neck pours because they're smarter than that.
Do you know what the other problem is?
What?
People that think that half a bottle is a heel.
Yes.
That is a problem.
Jim Gokin, if you're listening.
Yes.
Yeah. The guy showed up.
Not a heel.
Yeah, he showed up with a 1.75 that was like halfway full. I mean, that's more than a 750 in there. That's not a heel. Yeah.
No, that's I don't want to drink this whiskey anymore.
Exactly.
Have somebody else drink it.
Right.
Yes.
That's not what a heel party is. You're not
the purpose.
Right. Exactly. There could be a party where you have that, is what we always said. That could be legit, but that's not what this is. So, yeah.
It's called your family Thanksgiving is where you bring that bottle out.
Right.
Not your, and before the dishes are done too as well, when the nice stuff comes on after dishes are done. But yes, no, that's not a heel.
Yeah. So
well said, Justine.
You could also say that the people that probably think that neck pores are a problem probably also think that heels are a problem as well.
Oh, sure.
I was going to say that. Sure. That's a great point because it's too oxidized now.
Which
there's some truth to that. I would say there's probably some scientific truth that depending on how much it's been opened up.
I've never had one that I would say
vessels.
just due to oxidation. I've never heard. Well, I've never tasted one that I felt was bad because of oxidation. Now, bad cork, laying on the cork, yes, that's bad.
Yes.
No, I've had it. I feel like oxidation has caused it to dull, to be less flavorful, and you get a big, bold, flavorful one, and you get down to you left it in there because you wanted to save it, and you're like, hey man, that didn't have the pop it had before. But I would never say it's bad. It's never turned somewhere. It's like, ooh, that's gross.
I'll never forget one Christmas. I was going through all my heels, and I got to the end of my bottle of Lost Prophet 23-year-old.
Okay.
And I finished it off, and I think I put it in the crew club as one of the best bottles of whiskey I ever had because it got different over time as I was working it down. And Kevin Majors absolutely fried me on that. Rightfully so. It was a Diageo product. But out of all of those, I've had a number of them, and I don't buy the Lost. Barrel
sure. You're not an orphan barrel.
No.
You got the whole collection right behind you on the shelf.
Yes. Yes, including the 14-year Canadian whiskey for $399.
Right.
So that's another thing. But I really enjoyed that bottle, but it was the memories and everything, and he just totally lit me up. Which rightfully so. That stuff can be, I get it. But yeah, it was the last bit of it, and it tasted. It would get more to your point, Steve. Dull. It wasn't as lively as it was before because of that oxidation. It does happen.
Yeah.
But it was like, wow, that was a great bottle of whiskey. Just absolutely get lit up for it, which is God bless you, Kevin Majors.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping us real by keeping us real.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's going to do it for this one. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Tim, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at SlyGuy2112 and on YouTube at Our Flagship Whiskey.
All right, Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. All of our content is out there. Also, come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. You never know what's going on there, so check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Justine, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. Also, if you like what we're doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the Network.
That's going to do it for today. Of course, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
See you, everyone.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.